And what was your job? You were simply an infantryman?
Yeah, at
Yeah.
that time, yeah.
Yeah.
And,
So, no carpentry going on there?
no, no.
No, no.
I was attached to B Baker Company, as they called
Yeah.
it, and assigned to a platoon,
Yeah.
and the war went on, and we went on.
You
and
went on, yes, and you moved. And,
And we
now,
moved.
what was the living conditions like? That's a foolish question, but we'd like to hear about it.
They weren't very
They were
good.
just terrible. I know the answer. But,
But, well, you done the best you could.
yeah, you carried that big blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And first thing that most people did, they threw the respirator away.
Away, right.
And that was just a big bulky thing on your chest.
Yeah. Get in the
And,
way. Make it hard to
and
march.
just-
Hard
yeah.
to-
And it was awkward. So
Yeah.
everybody just threw 'em.
Yeah.
If you had any heavy clothing,
Yeah.
you threw that away.
Too. Yeah.
You just kept the bare essentials, what
Sure,
you needed.
Yeah.
You kept your weapon and your ammunition and
Did
a
you?
small
Yeah.
pack,
Yeah.
and that was on your shoulders.
Yeah.
That was about the size of it. And
Yeah.
your weapon gear. And,
Yeah. Now, what time of year was this? This was summery.
this was
Yeah.
summer.
So you wouldn't need heavy clothes.
No.
No.
And summer.
And you carried your own food with you, your rations.
Yeah,
K
well, we
rations
carried
usually?
yeah, K rations, and
Did you carry water?
I had a water bottle. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Canteen.
But no wine, except when you stumbled
Well,
on it.
Not. It wasn't an issue.
Yeah, it wasn't an issue. No. That's very funny.
If we found it, why then you had it.
Yeah. Now, everybody ran into snipers at that time. Did you?
Oh yes, there's snipers everywhere.
Yeah.
We were watching them and they just lowered their barrel a
Yeah.
little. We knew where the next one was going to be,
Yeah,
and it was.
it was.
And it came out through the door.
Yeah.
Or the door just,
Oh,
the
blew
whole front
off.
of the barn just exploded.
Oh, my gosh.
And we had gone back as far as we could towards the other opposite end and kind of protected our eyes a little bit and waited because there was nothing for us to do.
No, you could no place to go.
No. So I come to, it knocked me down, of course,
Yeah,
and it must knock me out because
yeah,
when I opened my eyes,
Yeah.
I couldn't see anything, but I
Oh.
thought I was blind.
yeah.
But it turned out it was just chaff and dirt in my eyes,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they started to water, and I rubbed them,
Yeah.
and I could hear the barn was on fire.
Yes, yeah,
And the barn was burning,
yeah.
chaff was burning, and
Oh, my goodness.
there was no sound, no one around me. I called,
Yeah,
and I got no answer at first.
yeah.
So I figured, well, I'm the only one.
One that left.
So,
Yeah.
but it was filled with smoke,
Ah,
of course, and I couldn't see.
yeah.
I couldn't see the wall.
Sure, sure.
But I knew that when I had covered my head and with my arms, I was standing up.
Oh,
That the door, the personnel door, the little farmer get in his barn from the house,
Yeah,
was right close to me on my left side. There was a chance it was still there.
Yeah.
And so they were just lacing through the barn with machine gun fire,
my
crossfire,
gosh, yeah.
waiting for somebody. If
Yeah.
anybody survived, stand up, they'd slice you in two. So I knew better than to do that, so I
Yeah.
crawled
Yeah,
until I hit the wall,
yeah.
and
Then you found the door.
then I
Yeah.
found the door because
Yeah.
the smoke was going out,
Oh, yeah.
being sucked out. So
Sure.
I just and I had picked up some shrapnel from
Did
the
you?
explosion
Oh, yeah. Where was it? In your
in my
shoulder or
shoulder,
chest?
my arm, and
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
so on. Just it seemed to get me in this
Yeah. Right.
area, and so I got to the door,
Mm.
and I could, once I got there, I could see through the smoke. I could see the farmhouse.
Yeah.
Well, the trouble is to get to that farmhouse.
Farmhouse,
It was-
sure, yeah.
It's just a little ways away.
Oh,
too.
my, yeah.
So I knew I couldn't stay in the barn. So
Yeah.
I said, well, I'll head it out. So about that time, I heard somebody in back of me moaning and groaning
Yeah.
and asking for his, calling to his mother.
Oh, my gosh.
So I thought,
Oh.
well, God, somebody's hurt. I can't,
Yeah.
I don't know what, I don't know how you, what goes through your mind at a time
Yeah.
like that, but I knew that man, that
Mhm.
guy needed help.
Yeah.
So I went back.
Oh.
And I found him. I followed
Yeah.
his voice, and I
Yeah.
found him, and I dragged him over to the door.
Ah.
By that time, the stretcher bearers had,
Oh, they
Come
turned
over.
up, did they? Yeah.
they come over looking from the house.
Yeah.
Two guys come over with a stretcher
Yeah.
to see if there were any injured there, anything
Yeah,
they could do
yeah.
or could help.
Isn't that wonderful? You carried stretcher bearers with you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they come over and they took him for, he was a chap from Cape Breton.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think his name was Campbell, if I remember
Yeah.
right, but I forget now.
Yeah.
But I don't know how badly he was hurt,
Mm.
but he couldn't help himself. But
Yeah.
so I got him out of there, and they said for me to wait,
Yeah.
and they'd take him over to the house, and then they'd come back and get
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And I said, no, you won't.
No, sir.
I trust my feet better than yours.
Yours, yes. Right.
So I said, I'm mobile.
Yeah.
The only thing is, when you go in that door, you leave the door open.
Open, right. Yeah.
And because I'm going to be coming once you're in, I'm going to be coming, and
Yeah.
I'm going through that door
Yeah.
if I can get it.
Yeah.
And of course, like I said, Germans were all around,
Oh, my gosh.
and I don't know why they.
Yeah. But you
Well,
ran
I guess
for
they
it.
don't expect you
Yeah.
to act that way.
No.
And so when they went to the door,
Yeah.
they left the door open,
Yeah.
and I took off, and it was about maybe 50, 70, 60, 70 feet,
Yeah.
and it was the fastest 60, 70 feet
I
there
bet you
a human being ever made.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
dove through
Yeah.
the door,
Yeah.
just got nicely in there.
And now you have paramedics around or fellas that
Well, they were just stretcher bearers. They
Bearers,
had
oh,
a
yeah.
little bit
Yeah,
of
it's true.